Hello and welcome to this screencast about academic misconduct. In this screencast we'll talk about types of academic misconduct, the procedure for submitting academic misconduct cases, and how academic misconduct cases are dealt with within the college. Particular points to note: cases of academic misconduct are suspected cases until they have been presented to the academic misconduct panel and a decision has been made. Therefore, the piece of work should be marked by the tutor at face value initially, and this is the mark that is recorded in the tutor portal and on the progress tracker. After the academic misconduct panel meets, any penalty will be applied by academic services. Giving feedback to students. No feedback should be given to any students who have ongoing academic misconduct cases. It's fine to give feedback to the rest of the class if it's a midterm assessment and you are giving feedback in a class session or a PLS session or SSS session, but for those students who have ongoing academic misconduct cases, you can just tell them that their case is being presented to a panel and you can't give feedback. So, types of academic misconduct. There is plagiarism, which is copying and pasting information from a source into a piece of work like an essay, report or some other kind of piece of work, either without acknowledging it at all or acknowledging the source but copying directly the words that are in the original source and not giving quotation marks. Collusion, where students work together on a piece of work but then present it individually as their own piece of work. Bought or commissioned work, so this can be buying essays from websites or essay mills. It can also be asking someone else to write the essay for you. So that would come under the idea of commissioned work if a student gets someone else to write their essay for them. And cheating in exams, which obviously is also a form of academic misconduct, but we won't focus so much on that in this screencast. So, where to find academic misconduct forms? If you go onto the VLE, the Academic Services staff page should automatically have been added to your VLE account, and you'll see the third section is connected with academic misconduct, and that's where you can find the form. So this is what the form looks like, except that it's not pink, it's white. The first page then, fill in the tutor's name, student's name. The student's name has to be their real name, not a nickname or anything else, but their name as it appears on class. The student's T number, and then if you can indicate which type of academic misconduct you suspect. Here the module code and the assessment type. So it's important that if there is, for example, more than one essay in a module, then state which one it is. The next part to complete is the tutor's statement. Here you state the grounds on which you suspect academic misconduct and also attach the evidence that that suspicion is based on. The grounds may be that, for example, you think that the work is of a higher language level than the student is able to produce. In these cases, you still need to attach evidence to support your suspicion. So the obvious place to look for this would be where the student produces a piece of written work under timed conditions in the language to study module. So this could be a timed writing or a mock exam or an actual writing exam. The other kind of evidence is obviously the turn-in report. In cases where you suspect that the student has got somebody else to write the piece of work, then the Turnitin report may be quite low, but still you should still attach it so that the panel can see the level of similarity. The next step then is to go to a senior tutor or a program leader and discuss the case with them, and they will decide if there are grounds for putting the case forward as an academic misconduct case. If they don't think there's enough evidence, or they don't think it's an example of academic misconduct, then they'll give you the reasons why. If they do, then you're going to have a discussion with them about the possible penalty that could be given should the academic misconduct panel uphold the case. This is only a recommended penalty. It's not the penalty that you're going to then apply to the mark, because that will be done after the decision is made. So the penalties can be from a warning without any kind of penalty, or a requirement that the student corrects the referencing and then has a chance to resubmit it, or it can be taking off a certain percentage of the mark, or it can be a 100% penalty, meaning that the student gets a 0 for the piece of work. The pages 3 and 4 of the form you don't need to complete. These are completed by academic services mainly, and also the panel, but if you could print those out as well, then we have a full set that goes with the student's case. So what happens next? The form is submitted to academic services by the program leader or the senior tutor. The student is notified by academic services that there is a suspected academic misconduct case. The students are invited to the academic misconduct panel, and they can respond to the academic misconduct case. The academic misconduct panel meets, discusses the case, takes into account what the tutor has said, the evidence that they attach, and then makes a final decision about whether academic misconduct has taken place, and if so, any penalty that then will be applied. This could either be the penalty that is recommended by the tutor, or it could be a higher one or a lower one, depending on what the final decision is. Students are informed about the decision by academic services, and then the mark is adjusted by academic services if a penalty is to be applied. So just to summarize, if you suspect academic misconduct, complete an academic misconduct form, take it to the attach evidence, and then take it to the senior tutor or program leader. So thank you for listening to this screencast. There will be a Google Forms survey link in the email that has been sent to you. If you could complete that, then it also gives you the opportunity to ask any further questions. Thank you.